this is Nuna Army. So today we will be testing out all of these different card sleeves that I found locally here in the Philippines that you can get and K-pop photo card collectors typically use. Some of them I already had in my collection, so I do use KMC Perfect Hard, BCW Deck Guards, Titanshield sleeves, Ultra Pro sleeves, and I use quite a few of them in my collection because I don't know, I just use different pairings because even my 9 pocket pages are different. And this is my little case of these sleeves, and you can see I have a card here that says like all the different groups and what the pairing is by like what the sleeve is and what the 9 pocket page is. So I just wanted to double check and see if my ultimate fave, the KMC Perfect Heart, these are my, I don't know, my alt of card sleeves. These are the ones that I started with and what I do use with BTS and a few other groups. I do also like the Titanshield sleeves, but they're just really, really thick, and I can only get them from Amazon US, which is not a problem because they do ship directly to the Philippines and the shipping is not bad at all. But I just wanted to see if there were like locally available options that I could look at and maybe just explore. And there were. So I went on Shopee, went to like the list of like the top sleeves for photo cards, and there are a lot. And these were just some of the ones that I picked up. There are some that I do use, like Sleeve Kings. I do use these for like my bigger inclusions. I'm glad to see that they actually have like a smaller, like normal photo card size set of sleeves. Popcorn sleeves I do use as well. And then Board M I use for my A5 binders. So I'm happy to see that they have like bigger standard side sleeves as well. So that's how we ended up with 24 different sleeves right in front of us, and these are arranged by price per piece. So this is the cheapest one and this is the most expensive one. So there it goes right here like this. And as you can see, the ones that I use are at the bottom row, which means that they're actually like what more of the pricier per piece sleeves. And that's why also I was like, I want to see if there's like a, I don't know, more economical, cheaper, basically set of sleeves that I could use that are still great quality. And that's this whole experiment that I knew I was gonna go crazy for. So I was like, might as well film it and see if it helps people. Now, a few things to note. I did buy all of these from Shopee except for Titanshield. Like what I said, I can only get these from Amazon. We will be focusing on mini photo card sized photo cards. So those are the ones that you typically get in albums. An example is like this one from Stray Kids Maxident. And for today, we will actually be using Vernon as our little guinea pig because I have so many of these Face the Sun carrot version selfie cards for Vernon, and I've already sold a few of them off and I still have 5. So I was like, great moment to have a standard photo card that we can just, I don't know, use to experiment with these options. And this does represent like the typical K-pop mini PC size. So it's 55 millimeters by 85 millimeters. It is a bit glossier. I do have a photo card as well that we can just test out to see. Like this one is from Stray Kids again, and it's a bit more, I don't know, matte. And some photo cards do come in like this, still pretty much the same size, as you can see. What is a different size though is Monsta X, and for that we have this little Juhani I Am card. I do have like 2 duplicates of this, so I was like, let's use one. They are significantly bigger than the typical K-pop mini PC. So again, it's just nice to see if like any of these will like fit them. Now, we will also be testing these if they fit 9 pocket pages. And I mean, I hope you appreciate the breadth of options that we're testing for the sleeves. So we are only going to be testing them in 3 different 9-pocket pages. Of course, I cannot do this without testing it with Ultra Pro 9-pocket Platinum pages. These are, I would say, the most used 9-pocket pages. These are, I still use a lot of that. BTS, again, my BTS collection uses that. But we also have a relatively new player here, which is Titanshield. You can see it's a lot thicker. It is glossy in front and a bit like more matte at the back. So we'll be testing that as well. And then I have like a more generic 9-pocket. I bought this from Pinley Lu from Shopee, but it's from China, and it's just like a more generic 9-pocket. I do find that these pockets are a bit bigger. So there. And then, okay, how will I be judging the sleeves? Look, I'm not an expert. I don't know if there are actually experts on like card sleeves for photo cards, but the way I will be judging it is based on my personal preference. But I do have a little rubric, if you will. And the rubric will be around clarity, hardness, and fit. So, you know, how clear the photo cards are once they are in the sleeves, how thick and hard the sleeves are. You know, the hardest sleeve doesn't necessarily mean that it's the best sleeve, but it has to be like rigid enough that I feel like it's not just like a penny sleeve. And fit. So like how well do the photo cards fit in there? I actually don't like it when it's super fitted, and that's why I do like storing them in 9-pocket pages, because with A5 pages, you know, you do have to like use sleeves that are a bit smaller. I like it when there's a bit of space, and it fills out the 9-pocket page space well. Oh, and I mentioned penny sleeves earlier. So there are 3 out of this set that are too thin, that I think are more penny sleeves, you know, not really like the ones that I'm looking for in terms of soft sleeves to use. And those are these 3. So for these 3, we will not be doing like the full testing. Basically, they've been already eliminated at this round. So it's like Miss Universe. So we have the Henwei, I don't know, 35-point card sleeves. And you'll see there's another Henwei right here. And this is the thicker one. They are, okay, this is bigger. This is smaller, 66 by 91. This is 67 by 94. This one we will still be testing because this is thicker, but this is super thin. There. Like, really, like, penny sleeve. All right, I guess it's Vernon time. Where is he, though? Where's Vernon here? Right, if you can just see this, like super flimsy. Yeah, I will just be using that for, I don't know, freebies that I give away, but I don't really use penny sleeves. And these other 2 honestly are like similar. They are super soft and really more like penny sleeves. I'll just show you anyway. So this is Secret Armor. Again, that same thinness, like, I don't know. And then we have Safeguard sleeves here, which I actually have started using for my freebies, but again, they're just way too thin. They're, I would say, the thickest among the 3 of them just by feel, but still way too thin for me. So there, those are eliminated. We will not be assessing those. Goodbye. But we are left with 21. So let's just get started, and I'll probably start with like cheapest to most expensive. But what I'll also try to do is for the ones with like the same brands, I'll try to like evaluate them together. Let's do that. Okay. So let's start with Sleeve Kings. Okay, so let's open this up. Oh, yes. So Sleeve Kings, um, like the normal one, they are nice because I do use them for like my bigger inclusions, but they are thin. They're not penny sleeves, but they're not thick. So I was pleasantly surprised actually just to see this option, which was premium and just thicker. 100 microns is great. I can already feel a big difference. Of course, the price is also very different. So there, just let's keep these here just so we're reminded what we're comparing. And here. So we have, I do use my sleeves like this. I do insert them. So this is the lower end or like the cheaper Sleeve Kings, and this is the premium one. You know what I'm thinking? Maybe I should use Vernon for the standard as well, actually. Sorry, Jin. I really wanted to just keep you in this video because, you know, bias life. But we need a clear standard. And I'm just going to put a little mark at the back with a little post-it. Just so I don't forget that this is the standard. Because I'm pretty sure it'll get mixed up later. All right. So now what we have, and she ready. I also have a little board that I can just put these up against. So just to repeat, we do have like the cheaper one right here on the left, and then the more expensive one in the middle, and then this is just KMC. Honestly, look, this in terms of clarity, all three of them are really good. The just because this one is soft, you can see a lot of ripples, but like the premium one is really nice, and super comparable to KMC Perfect Hard when it comes to just like the clarity of the card. In terms of rigidity, this definitely scores really, really low. This is actually, I will not be using these for sure just because of that. They're super soft, borderline penny sleeves for me, so is a no. Because of that, clarity is all right, fit is great. It's just they're super soft, and hardness is a key factor for me. This one, however, is great in terms of that rigidness. Again, it's, you know, similar to this, not so hard that it's like a card case almost, but it's not soft either. And I feel like it might even be thicker. But yeah, that's really nice. These are big though. Are they really? 88? No, for sure these are not 88 meters. Sorry, millimeters. Anyway. But yeah, these are really, really nice. Okay. Now, yeah, so compared to KMC, KMC beats this, but comparable, these two. Nice. I'm glad that's how it worked out. Now, we're just going to be putting these in. So we'll start first. The one on top, the top row is the Titanshield one. So the cheaper one, no surprise, like slides in nicely. Fits all right. There's a bit of a gap right there, so that's okay. So we have the premium one. We'll see how this like taller sleeve fits, and you see there is a bit of overhang already right there. So this is with Titanshield. I would say the big disadvantage is the height of these. I wonder why it says 88 millimeters when it's clearly not. It's much taller. Shame. It's gonna score low and fit then because of, yeah. Maybe I should add one more metric, which is actually size. Okay. Or is that fit already? Maybe that's fit. Okay. I'll count that under fit. So anyway, that's Titanshield. So if it's going to be like that, I think it's not going to work for Ultra Pro, which is the one in the middle. Sorry, I mean, like the cheaper one is again fine. And honestly, okay, so I talk so much about like this rigidness, but once it's in the pocket page, if you're using like a good, thick, high quality pocket page, doesn't matter as much, honestly. Oh, that's still the Titanshield pocket, but Yes. Okay. And okay, so then I doubt if this will fit because it's just too tall. It's far too tall. It's not gonna fit Ultra Pro. Oh, it fits. It fits Ultra Pro. There's actually not much overhang there. Like, can you see? Hey, it actually fits perfectly. Oh, interesting. Are we sure? Ah, it's just because the top pocket, is it? No, no, there's definitely significant overhang. Okay, anyway. Now let's go with like the generic one. Wow. Okay. Yep. They fit. There is significant space. And that's why I don't like these like generic ones that much because they're so big that there's usually so much space. But not bad. Clarity is definitely still there. Yep. So that's how they fit within those 9 pocket pages. And that's how each and every single evaluation will go. Except now at this point, what we will do is like swap this out for the Stray Kids like matte card, just so we can see how that looks against like a matte photo card. It's all right. And then this is still the Sleeve Kings like standard one. This is a Monsta X photo card. Will it fit? It does. So that's nice. Fits pretty nicely actually, but again, these are just too soft for me. And then this is the premium one. How does it look with the matte photo card? Really, really nice. And does it fit Monsta X? I'm sure it will because the other one did. It does, and that is nice. The Monsta X photo card is super comfy in there. Great. I am just gonna go and score these. Yes, that's what I'll do. And then I'll get the next batch of sleeves that we'll be testing out. All right, what I just did is just, I have like a sample of the sleeve in front and I added like a GOT7 Lomo in there just so I can just reevaluate later, but I've already inputted my scores into my little Google sheet. So next up is the Ella Premium Card Sleeves. I do really like these for... Actually, I don't use them for my A5 binders just because I do like the Board M ones and I have Titanshield Japanese size ones, but these are really good too. These cost 1 peso or 2 cents each, and they come in a pack of 50. Again, everything I bought from Shopee except for the Titanshield ones. So this will be nice, and it's really nice and thick. Let's put Vernon in there, and maybe because we're just doing one, we can already insert like the Stray Kids like matte one there. So this is really, really good. Look at that clarity. I do like it. And if I just compare that to my KMC, super comparable. Hardness is nice, and because it is so, it's hard to tell there, but here on the edge with a bit more space, it is nice and thick. It's really good actually. One thing though is I really don't like the fit like this. So a lot of people do like it like this, even with a 9-pocket page. I personally don't. I do like it with a bit more space, just so it doesn't move in the 9-pocket that much. This is how it looks with a matte card. And I'm not even gonna try to fit a Monsta X card in there because it's not gonna fit the Monsta X cards there. So that's why fit, it has to be a bit bigger because it would be good to have that versatility. But anyway, here we are testing it on the 9-pocket page. So again, top row is Titanshield, slides in nicely because it is so little, but there is just so much space there. So much space. Then next row is Ultra Pro. Again, it's nice and it like fits. It's just too much space around that. And this generic one, which is gonna be super flowy. You see, it's just not gonna be like straight the whole time. It's gonna move around a lot. So that's what I don't like about size like this. But other than that, still a really good option. If you don't mind like a smaller fit, but it's still, you know, comfortable enough for a normal mini PC. This is a great one. Yeah, Ella premium card sleeves. Okay, I've just put in a Bam Bam Lomo in there, and I'm using GOT7 because GOT7 is my alt group. And shout out to Mama Results. Agassiz, we did that. So happy that we gave that gift to the boys. There. Next, we will be doing two different brands at the same time because they reminded me, a lot of each other. So we have Popcorn Games on the left, which is made in China but a Korean brand. And then we have Blueberry Games on the right. I mean, is someone copying someone? Don't know, but whatever. I have both of them. So for the Popcorn Games one, this is 63.5 by 88 millimeters. Popcorn Games has a lot of different sizes. I like using Popcorn Games 70 by 100 millimeters for tour mini PCs for like BTS, for example. Really great for that. And I do have a video on that, actually, comparing that with Prism Platinum, if you're interested. Yeah, so 63.5 by 88 for this one, and this is 1 peso 66 cents each. Comes in a pack of 50. Blueberry Games, on the other hand, is pack of 60, but it's still more expensive per piece at 198 pesos, or 4 cents. So this is 3 cents. Oh, sorry, yeah, 3 cents versus 4 cents per piece. Cool. And yeah, I thought and it is smaller, a little bit. So it's 60 by 87 versus 63.5 by 88 on this one. I think I forgot to mention that in terms of size, I did choose sleeves that, because this is my standard, that was closest to the KMC Perfect Hard, which is 64 by 89 millimeters. Cool. So let's do this. So nice. And actually, for photo cards that I sell, like I sell my duplicates, I use the Popcorn Games one. I always use like fresh sleeves, and I use the Popcorn Games one for those. Right. Okay. Hey. Right. So this is it. So we have Popcorn Games, Blueberry Games, and standard KMC, my KMC Perfect Hard. In terms of clarity, actually, is the Blueberry Games bigger? It is. It's weird. Really? Did I get the right one? Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, in terms of clarity, both are really good. Even, but KMC is just a smidge clearer, but still really good quality in terms of clarity. In terms of hardness, maybe because there's just so much space in this one because it is bigger. Comparable, but I can feel a bit more strength in the Popcorn Games one. In terms of fit, though, I would say this one, because it's bigger, is not too great. So if in the previous one I didn't like it because it's so big, but I don't know, this one just is bigger. Like this card is already sliding around so much. And it's just not holding it in place like this, you see, because there's space here. This is the KMC one, but yeah. Super impressed with the popcorn games, but this is not bad. It's just not great when you put it side by side like this. All right, in terms of hardness, so in terms of clarity, let's say both of them are good. KMC is better, but both are comparable. Hardness, popcorn games wins. Now let's see how they fit. Starting off with a Titanshield 9 pocket. And here you can see that, again, there is overhang just on top for the Blueberry Games one. For popcorn games, it is perfectly fine. It's actually really, really nice. I really like the Titanshield 9 pockets, just because mostly for the clarity that they give the cards. Right, time to move on to the crowd favorite Ultra Pro. All right, and there is a little bit of overhang, just a smidge, a little bit of overhang. Like it fits just right for Blueberry games, but for popcorn games, there is space. It's good. So even, yeah, in terms of fit though, popcorn games I think really wins. But Blueberry is not bad. And then lastly, it's like the generic 9 pocket. Super spacious. There, that's how it looks. All right, and then we'll move to the next. Okay, the next one is Mayday games. Mayday games. This is the card game premium sleeves in the size 63.5 by 88 millimeters. It comes in a pack of 50, and it is 1.80 centavos per piece, or about 3 cents US dollar. So there, and it says it's 125% thicker, because I did try Mayday games before, but it was super flimsy. Like, didn't even bother using that. But this one I can feel is thicker, but I can also feel it's not as thick as how I would like it to be. But with a card inside, it's better. In terms of clarity, though, again, this is KMC. Very comparable, and I do like it because I think it is a bit, it's actually really nice with a card in there, but it's still a bit soft, too soft for me, but that's how it looks like. Super nice and clear. And the fit is great. It's just a bit bigger than KMC. That's nice. All right, let me just put him in here first with a Titanshield 9 pocket page. Oopsies. That's how that looks. I think it is a great fit in there, you know, just like KMC. And then we will go into the Ultra Pro 9 pocket page. Perfect. Perfect. Just enough room so it's comfortable. It's not being pushed or squeezed, but it's not moving either. Hey, this one is performing much stronger than I thought it would. It's with a generic 9 pocket. It's huge, of course, but there. All right. Mayday games, the underdog, who performed better than I thought. Nice. Okay, and the next one is this Henwei clear textured sleeves. Comes in a pack of 50. It's by 66 by 91 millimeters, and they are clear textured because they're similar to Titanshield, whereby the front is nice and glossy, but the back is textured. I hope you can see it there. Great. So let's pop Vernon in. Wow. Okay, if you're looking for a dupe for Titanshield, I think this is it actually. It is thinner. So, ooh, we might do a side-by-side later, but this is how they are. This is super nice. Clarity is better than KMC. Yup. 5 out of 5 for clarity. And in terms of hardness, I think it's all right actually, because normally with these textured ones, just like the Titanshield, it can be super thick, but this is good. Hey, okay. Maybe I found a replacement for Titanshield. Later we'll do a side by side. These are great. I love these. Okay, let's put that in the Titanshield pocket. Okay, and it even works better with the Titanshield pocket. You'll see it later when we test the Titanshield sleeves that it is tight. Oh. Right? And with Ultra Pro 9 pocket, this is how it looks. Super nice. This is a winner. And just with a generic 9 pocket. There. Wow. Hey, good job. I like it. Okay, I've just been like mulling this over. I still really like it, but I do think it's a little bit too thin for me. Look, I'm still gonna give it like a 4 out of 5 on hardness, but it's not like perfect when it comes to that bit. But yeah, still really strong. Still really strong for this Henwei one. Okay, and next is one that I have really high hopes for, the Board M65 by 90. High hopes because I do use the smaller ones for my A5 photocards that are stored in A5 binders. Yeah, so this is 65 millimeters by 90 millimeters. It is thick. It comes in a pack of 100 and it is 2 pesos 15 centavos per piece, which is about 4 cents. Nice, nice. I can feel the greatness of the sleeve already. Winner. Winner, chicken dinner. This is great. This is great. Wow. I knew I was gonna love these and they did not disappoint. Look at that clarity, better than the KMC Perfect Heart by a smidge. So when I say better, because this is my standard and it's of course really good, you know, doesn't mean KMC's bad. It's just this is excellent. In terms of hardness, it is harder than KMC. Sorry about that. Okay, again, this is super great. I love it. Now let's just test it out. Titanshield first. There, really nice. Ooh, Ultra Pro, of course it's gonna be great. Good snug fit, but just right, not too snug. And then with a generic 9 pocket. Yep, big, but that's not the sleeve's fault. Strong, love it, didn't disappoint me. All right, next up is 4 Sultan Supply sleeves. Why do I have 4? Because when I was purchasing them, I did buy them from 2 different shops. These 2 said that they were like the thicker version and this one wasn't, but this in terms of size is better because it's closer to the KMC size, which for me is perfect. And then of course I had to get this one because it says it's K-pop edition, so that's why we have 4 different Sultan Supply ones. So we will be able to see if this is like the thicker version of, or not. Probably not because it doesn't say so. But this one, oh sorry, I should have talk about that first. This is the Onyx version of the Sultan Supply sleeves. They are 63.5 by 88 millimeters. And it comes in a pack of 50, costs 1.50 centavos each, or about 3 cents. We also have the 57.5 by 89 millimeter topaz edition, which is 2 pesos 60 centavos per piece, or about 5 cents. Comes in a pack of 50 as well. And then the K-pop edition is a pack of 50, 55 by 86 millimeters. Slightly, oh no, same price as this. So 2.60 centavos and 5 cents. And then we have this one, which is just taller, might be too tall, but it's 59 by 92 millimeters. Sapphire edition, comes in a pack of 50 as well, and is the most expensive Sultan Supply one at, did I delete it? I did, didn't I? I think I deleted it because it was just going to be too tall. Yeah, so we're not even really evaluating this, but I will. Oh, how much is this? Anyway, because these are from the same shop, so they're about the same price. So about 2.60 centavos per piece, or 5 cents. Let's see, it might work nicely for like the generic one. So helpful for those who use this generic type of 9-pocket page. All right, so they're here. So this is the Onyx one. This is the Topaz one. This is the K-pop edition one, and this is the Sapphire one. In terms of clarity, though, these are all really good, at par with KMC. Okay, there's just a little dent there, but okay. Hardness, so this is where we'll see. Ah, I do feel the difference. So that Onyx one is not the harder version. So I guess what's still available in the market are both the newer, harder version and like the normal one, but great. This Onyx one, which is not the harder version, is pretty soft. It's a lot softer than KMC, so that's too soft for me versus KMC, but on its own, it's not bad. It's not a bad strength. That is workable. Definitely not penny sleeve. This one is hard. I actually see the difference. I can see the thickness. So that's good. This K-pop one, because it is just so close, it's hard to assess the thickness of the sleeve on its own, but it's good. It's definitely not a penny sleeve as well. And this is just the same as this, like good, great strength, great clarity. In terms of fit though, these two I don't like because they are just too narrow, but maybe they could work if you use an A5 binder. This is just the best when it comes to fit of the PC there. And this is too narrow and too tall. That's it. So when I say fit and I evaluate that, I do think about the fit of the PC inside and also how it will fit in the 9-pocket page. So let's try that. And honestly, okay, this is the K-pop edition, but I might just do that separately. This is just way too small for this. I really don't like that. And this one is the Sapphire version. It is too tall and the overhang is that much. So I probably won't be putting in the K-pop edition in all of these. It's just going to be too small. Going to float around in there, but here we are. So this is the Onyx one. This is the Topaz one, and Sapphire on Titanshield 9-pocket. So Onyx and Topaz fit well, but Sapphire does not. It is too tall. Now for Ultra Pro. Ooh. Oh no. There. Push Vernon in there. I wonder if they're also gonna make, if the Onyx one in the harder thickness will also be available. Because if it will be, then great. So this is how it looks in Ultra Pro. In terms of fit, it's definitely the Onyx one that's the winner. This one too narrow, this one too tall. But this is where that sapphire one might shine. It's in the generic 9 pocket. Yep, it's drowning in there, the sapphire one. But maybe here, it'll be perfect. No, it's not, because it is too narrow. So in terms of, yeah, okay. Look, the 9 pocket generic one is not my favorite anyway in terms of 9 pockets, but yeah, they're all just way too big. And this one, while height-wise, it is good. It's just width-wise, it's not. But actually, it is the best performing one for the generic 9 pocket. Look, and it only takes 2 more inserts. We might as well put the K-pop edition in Ultra Pro. That's how it looks. Significant space into the sides, you know, not surprised. And then of course with the generic 9 pocket, it's just going to be huge. That's how it looks. Cool. And that is Sultan sleeves, the 4 Sultan sleeves that we did test out. Just realized that I forgot to evaluate the Henwei card sleeve and the board M1, and of course the Sultan ones against like this more matte PC. So this is how the Henwei one looks with a matte PC. I might stop doing this because it's not that big of a difference, but I'm already more than halfway there, so I will not stop. This one is with board M, still really nice. This one is with Sultan sleeves Onyx. Okay, it's good. Right. This one is with Sultan sleeves Sapphire. I'm just going to add one of my GOT7 Lomos here because this is definitely not going to fit the Monsta X one, which I also forgot to test. This is the K-pop edition. This is how that looks with a matte card. Really, really nice. It basically transforms it just into a glossy one because it is so nicely fitted. Yep. I was gonna add a Lomo here because, oh wow, it doesn't even fit the Lomo. It doesn't even fit the Lomo. Okay, that's awkward. Okay. I might just put Brennan in there. Then this is the Sapphire one. Oh, sorry. This was Topaz. This is Sapphire. Nice. Is this gonna fit a Monsta X one? Nope. It's like too small. It's too small for Monsta X. So you will get a Lomo now. Great. Now what we have left to do is test a Monsta X sized PC. So this is the Henwei card sleeve. Fits great, actually. This might be my new Monsta X sleeve. Okay. And then with board M, or is it this? Because this, oh wow, is awesome. I love that fit. That is so nice. These are just super nice, glossy, high quality ones. This is the Sultan sleeves Onyx. That is nice too. It's just a little bit too thin. It is too thin, the Onyx one. That's not the harder version. So if they make a harder version of this, this would be a really good one for me. But right now, because of the thickness, it's just not cutting it. That is my annoying neighbor who just honks like crazy. His house is super far away from mine, by the way, but he honks way in advance. there. Great. So sorry about missing them, but there. The next one is Liam's Box. So this is the name of the store that I bought it from, and it has no brand. So yeah, that's why I just put that there. It's a Liam's Box matte back and clear front card. So I don't know if this is just a repackaged Henwei sleeve. It's not. I can see the texture here. So this is the Henwei one. You can see the back is different, like the pattern is different, so it's not like a repackaged Henwei. So I still don't know what it is, but yeah, that's why it's just this dodgy looking one that I put a post-it on. All right, let's put Vernon in here. That is super nice though. Oh no, should we compare? So this is a Henwei one. These three will be compared against Titanshield. Ooh, this is really good because the hardness is better. Okay, just in terms of clarity, it is better than KMC. Hardness is better. This is nice. It's just like Titan, a smidge thinner than Titanshield, but thicker than the Henwei one. Oh no, Henwei, you've been dethroned, I think. Yes. Okay. And clarity is on point. I love it. Great. Now let's try it. Here it is in the Titanshield one. Yeah, it even fits better than the Titan in it. But it fits nicely in a Titanshield 9-pocket slot and better than how I remember a Titanshield sleeve PC would fit. That's great. Here is Ultra Pro. Awesome. Ooh. What am I gonna do? It's like no brand. How are you performing this well? And this is for the generic one. Wow. This is awesome. Ooh, this is a front runner now. Okay, cool. Of course, I forgot it again, but this is with a matte mini PC. Still really nice. And if it fits a Monsta X card, this is a real winner. It does, guys. Oh, wow. That is beautiful. Nice. Oh, that is awesome. Ooh, strong contender. Okay. Next up is BCW Deck Guards for standard cards. This is 66 by 91 millimeters. Comes in a pack of 50 and is 3 pesos each, or 50 or 5 cents US dollar. So yeah, again, I did have an issue. Okay, let's just put in Vernon there. I do have one of them here, and this is what I use for GOT7. So you know it's also like one of my favorites, and it really was, and I probably wouldn't have even done this whole exercise of trying to find a really good sleeve if not for these. I don't know, I feel like the clarity is gone that I really enjoyed. Like this batch, like I don't know if it'll come through with the camera, but like, okay, maybe not this, but anyway, I think the clarity, it's just a little bit frostier. It always has been frostier than KMC, but like now it is just a lot more frostier. This is like an older stock that I have, and there are like lines. Okay, not this one, this does not have lines, but there are ones with like horizontal lines running through, so I like it. And I found that I also got some like a lot of damaged ones right here, like there's dents, so I do have to consider that when scoring this, but easily still, for this at least, I still have a few of these like older stocks. Easily one of my favorite card sleeves. Again, I use it for GOT7. GOT7's my alt group. Clarity is great. It is Slightly below KMC though. Um, yeah, like after having gone through like the cheaper ones, with so much better quality, yeah, maybe it's not that strong. There's a reason why I had to do this exercise. In terms of hardness, it's just right. It is. I prefer it to be a bit stronger, but I think it's still really, really good though. Now that I've discovered harder sleeves that are still not too hard, yeah, I prefer this to be a bit harder, but it works really well with Titanshield 9 pocket pages. It also works really well with Ultra Pro and for the generic ones are just so big anyway, but it does fit nicely. Now, BCW, is this what I also, yes, I also use these for Monsta X. So, but okay, let's do like the matte PC first. Of course, it's gonna come out really nicely as well. And then Monsta X PC, it does fit really nicely too. So yeah, I think I also use these from Monsta X, don't I think so, but okay. Yeah, shame. I don't know. I don't know if it's just a bad batch that I got, but there's definitely a downgrade in terms of quality. Like, you can almost see it. Can you? Anyway, whatever. Yeah, such a strong one. It's just that first, now I've discovered like these others, and then second, yeah, bad batch is all it takes to ruin it for me. Anyway, let's move on. All right, the next one is a brand I've never heard of, but it was there in that list when I was going through Shopee or whatever. I just covered it in Shopee. So it's Q80, quality, affordable, tough. Great. And they have two versions here. So I guess it's pronounced cat just because of the logo. Okay. So we do have one. Okay, the standard size card sleeves, which is, oh, that's this one. 66 by 91 millimeters, and it says non-glare matte, but it's not. It's clear in front, so I don't know if it's just the packaging that's wrong. Yeah, and this one is comes in a pack of 50 and it's 3 pesos each or 5 cents. Yeah, I'll show you just to reassure you because I thought it was going to be like that matte front, but no, it's a ultra glossy front as well, which is great. Which means I probably have to take one out because we might test this also against Titanshield when the time comes. Yeah, I want to do a comparison of these ultra glossy fronts and textured back ones. But this is also the same. So this one is still cat and matte and clear outer sleeves, 69 by 94. So these are bigger than these. Might be too big. Let's see. A bit more expensive as well. So it is 3 pesos 50 centavos each. Sleeve pack of 50, 6 cents each. Ooh. Put one off to the side for later's face off. Right, so the Vernon card here. Got another Vernon card here. All right. So this is the standard one, and then this is the bigger one, and this is our KMC Perfect card. It is better in terms of clarity. Nice. In terms of hardness, it is tougher. It's just, you know, natural also because of the matte back, but again, it's not super, super hard, too hard and too thick. This is the same, actually. They're the same exact. In terms of clarity and hardness, both are the same. It's just really the fit this is significantly bigger, so I doubt that the fit will be perfect for that sleeve. Here we are with the Titanshield 9 pocket. Ooh, this doesn't even fit. This won't fit the Titanshield, so it's a no-go. This fits really nicely, the standard one. So this one. Right? Let's have a go with Ultra Pro. See if this fits now. It doesn't. It really doesn't. Okay. This is how this fits. This one fits in Ultra Pro. Super nice as well. I like that a lot. And for the bigger one, okay, this will fit. And this is actually the perfect sleeve for the generic 9 pocket. The only time that this version fit is for the generic 9 pocket. Great. Now time to test it with matte PC. So this is the standard one. Nice. Will it fit a Monsta? Yes. That is really nice with Monsta X. Okay. Now for the bigger one. It's gonna be huge, but still nice with a matte PC. And it's gonna make a Monsta X PC look small. There. See? These are actually great for Monsta X PCs if you use the generic 9 pocket pages. The biggest issue with this one is just the size, but it's okay because that's why you have the standard one. So really strong, I would say. Great. Okay, then we have GameGenic, and these are, some of the more expensive sleeves now, and we have them in 2 different sizes. Standard American, which is 59 by 91 millimeters. And this is pack of 50 for 4 pesos each, which is about 7 cents US. And then this is the standard card game sleeve, which is 66 by 91 millimeters. Comes in a pack of 50 as well, 3.98 centavos each, or 7 cents US. So it's really just the size that's different. They're both 91 though in height, but it's just the width that will differ. It says extra high clarity, ensuring a genuine visual quality, easy shuffling, reinforced thickness. Okay, let's see. Ooh, it is not extra high clarity. What is it? What? Okay, it is a bit weird because if you don't have a sleeve there, it is a bit cloudy. I'll say it's alright. Not bad. That's nice. Okay. Now let's do standard American, which is smaller or more narrow. Wow. Okay. So this is the standard one, this is standard American, and then this is KMC. This boy has moved, sorry. In terms of clarity, both are really, really good actually. So when you don't have a card in there, it looks like it's a bit cloudy, but it's really good, at par with KMC, I'd say. In terms of hardness though, they are really nice and rigid, and again, not too hard that it's crazy. I love the hardness actually for both of them. They're both harder than KMC a little bit, but I do feel the difference. Now it is about fit because in terms of like PC fit, I definitely don't like the standard American one. It's too narrow, so it would be good again if you're using A5 binders, I think, but like, well, And I use A5 binders, but not for these 9 pockets because you can see the big gap in space here, which is all right, honestly, for a lot of people, and it's fine. But this is how it looks in a Titanshield 9 pocket. Good in terms of height though, because I was a bit worried about that because it's 91 millimeters, but height-wise, no problem. Width-wise, you do see the difference between the standard card and the standard American one. There. Again, same thing. Fits really nicely, actually. The standard card one, but standard American is just too narrow. And last, the generic 9 pocket. There, that's how it looks. So much space. All right. Now to see if it works, how it looks with a matte. See, there's a little bit of cloudiness there, but okay. Really, really nice, actually. Does it fit a Monsta X card? This is the standard card game one. It does. That is nice. And then this one is the standard American. There you go. With a matte card. It will not fit a Monsta X card. I can tell you that. We don't have to try. It's too narrow for that. Great. All right, the next ones, and we'll do 2 brands at the same time because these are Ultra Pro, Pro Gloss. There's a different packaging for this. Where is it? Here. This one, deck protector sleeves. I don't know what these black dots are, but deck protector sleeves standard. Maybe they relaunched, or is it different? Okay, anyway, but I currently use the Pro Gloss deck protector sleeves. Really, really nice, great quality ones. And KMC Perfect Card. We've been using this as the standard. You know I love it. I use it for BTS. The first one I've used. I've been very happy with it. So these two and this one is pretty common in the collecting world. So the KMC Perfect Card sleeves are 64 by 89 millimeters. Comes in a pack of 50, 3.98 centavos each, or 7 cents. And the Ultra Pro Pro Gloss comes in a pack of 50 as well, 66 by 91 millimeters, 5.50 centavos each, or 10 cents US dollars. So there. Let's try it out. So of course we already have the KMC one ready. That's what we've been using. Ultra Pro. I would say the biggest downside of the Ultra Pro one is this little logo situation. Yeah. I mean, not great for K-pop collectors, but honestly, you can just put it at the back and it's fine. Great. So, this is how they look. They're popular for a reason, and the Ultra Pro one in particular is really good. Like, clarity-wise, though, I must say, I think the KMC one is better. In terms of clarity, there is a bit of cloudiness with the Ultra Pro one, so it like dulls the color just a smidge. This one is the Ultra Pro one. Hardness, though, Ultra Pro wins. This is just really the perfect rigidity. Fit, both are great. Yeah, even if they're different sizes, both are great. This is like a good range for me. Now, let's try it. So this is the KMC one in a Titanshield. Oh, yeah, Titanshield 9 pocket page, and this is Ultra Pro. Both work really well. Let's push that in a bit more. They fit in the slot super nicely, but again, it's not super snug. And we have KMC here in the Ultra Pro 9 pocket. And we'll put the Ultra Pro deck protector in the Ultra Pro 9 pocket. Of course, that's perfect. Like, that's just perfect, right? It's almost the same company made them. They did. Yeah. So nice. Honestly, maybe the biggest issue also for these is that they are just expensive. These are in the top 1, 2, 3, 5 most expensive ones among the ones I'm testing today. So, but I'd say worth it. They're really good quality. There. And then time to see. So this is the KMC one. How does that look with a matte card? They're really nice still. How does it look? Does a Monsta X card fit? Like, just right. I didn't know that actually. But yeah, just right. Like, there's barely space though. You see? That's my white card. You see there's barely space. But it'll fit. All right. And then for the Ultra Pro, a matte card I'm sure will be awesome. And yes, there. Yeah, I really think this whole like matte card test was not so necessary because it didn't have different results in any of the options so far. And I'm almost done. Monsta X card will fit in an Ultra Pro deck protector. There. Again, this is the Pro Gloss deck protector sleeve. I don't know if they relaunched like the old one into this new design, but fits really nicely. There's a bit more room, so it's nice. It's good. Great. Now up next is the Titanshield card protector sleeve protection sleeves. So these are quite new, but a lot of collectors already use them. They do come in a pack of 150 sleeves at 4.57 centavos each, or about 8 cents. These are the only ones I couldn't get locally. I had to get them from Amazon, but I have a lot of stock of this because I do regularly use Titanshield as well. Cool. And then, yeah, so let's just try it out now. So I have Vernon here, of course. These are the ones that I think the cards look better when you have them in the sleeve. That's how great the clarity is, that it has even enhanced it. So that's awesome. Hardness is great. But it is like thick. Like even if it's like not super, super hard, I would say it's like thick. And you will see what I mean when I put it here. Oh, little tab. Vernon on the side there. So this is with a Titanshield pocket, and it fits nice. And you won't, it's not like you're gonna struggle to put it in there, but this combination just makes your binder thicker. But super protected. I do use this combination of Titanshield sleeves and Titanshield pages with like my alt binders, so for Jin and JB. There. And then on Ultra Pro, this is where you do have a bit of a snug issue. It's a bit too tight. It still fits, and it's not going to squeeze your card at all, of course, but it's tighter, but it just won't move. Height-wise, though, it's great. So it fits. There is no overhang. And this is just how it looks with the generic 9 pocket. Now, if you remember, we had a few other textured back. Okay, before we close out and do that face off with a ultra glossy front and texture back, let's just test it out with a matte photocard. Nice. And does it fit Monsta X? Yes, super nicely, actually. So there. Now, back to the face off. There were a few that had like textured backs and ultra glossy fronts. So one of them. All right, so we have the cat standard 66 by 91 one. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is this one. So let's put Vernon inside, and on top of that, we also have the Henwei card sleeve, the 63 by 88. And then we have that, we don't know what the brand is, but it's the Liam's box one. Right, so let's do this. So we have Titanshield right here. This is the Henwei one. This is Liam's box, and then is it? No, this is the cat one. This is the Liam's box, and this is Henwei. Okay. Titanshield versus cat. Clarity wise, I think Titanshield wins. Now I can see the difference really. But thickness, actually they are similar, and actually I think the cat one is thicker. Maybe I was just remembering the Titanshield ones to be too thick, like a lot thicker than they are, but I feel like the cat one is thicker. But yeah, comparable, totally comparable. And then we have the Liam's box one. This one, I'd say the clarity is actually more at par with each other. Thickness is the same. I just don't like the texture, and the texture is like super similar. Like the way the texture is done at the back, they're very similar with each other. Like the texture for cat is also similar, but I find that the cat one is just more pronounced. Like it's bumpier. And this is Henwei. Clarity is comparable, but I would just say I'll just give a little bit of an edge to Titanshield for clarity. Hardness, Titanshield is more rigid. The Henwei one is just softer. But texture-wise, I actually prefer the Henwei texture because it's a lot finer in terms of like the dots. I don't know if that's seen, but there. Both are good, but that was an interesting face off of the different like ultra clear fronts, textured back ones. Who wins? Maybe still Titanshield actually. These are really good alternatives too, but I'd say I have really good local options that I might switch to, like maybe the cat one if I really need it, because they're super similar. Yeah, they're super similar now that I really look at it. And this is thicker. Can we just see how this goes with like, let's test it with Ultra Pro, because Titanshield has an unfair advantage, maybe. Yeah, both nice. Yeah, great. So actually, the conclusion is Titanshield is still like a smidge better, but good local options for me if I if I needed it. Okay, I don't have to like buy so much of the Titanshield ones then. That's great. All right, now it's time for the last one. You know what? I take it back. I think the Titanshield ones, okay, they're all still great. It just has like a nice texture but smooth feel. So that is, say, well thought out and a great mix. So it's awesome. Yep. And the last one is this intimidating boy. Overguard Z Junior Card Protector Overguard Sleeves. 64 by 91, and the claim, if I remember correctly, is like it's like the strongest or like the hardest sleeve. Ah, indeed. I can feel how hard they are. So it's like Japanese, and these are truly made in Japan. These are the most expensive ones. Comes in a pack of 50 at 7 pesos 38 centavos each, or 13 cents. Um, yeah, so the most expensive one we're testing today, but they are indeed super rigid, super hard. I can feel it. So if you have like really important cards that you want to protect, it's this. And I must say the clarity right now is amazing. This is incredible. Wow. Wow. Um that is awesome. So where is my KMC Perfect Hard sample? Okay, just leave this burn in a new KMC one. But that clarity is brilliant. Like, wow. That is rigid. Like, look at that. Like, that is awesome. Like, this is the KMC Perfect card. Clarity is like great. Like, this is awesome. Rigidity is super hard, but I almost don't mind it because I see the value. I don't mind it if you're using it for like special cards. I definitely don't see myself using this for normal cards, normal PCs, but this is awesome. Fit is great as well, but let's see how it fits in Titanshield. It actually fits really well. This is how it fits in the Titanshield one. And I think it's because it's narrow, 64, but it's not so hard to like slide it in and out. This is great. I might use this for like really special cards. How will it fit in an Ultra Pro? Nice as well. Wow. I am so impressed. This is amazing. Like the price was really throwing me off because I was like, am I really gonna get this? But it's really, really good. How it fits in, even for like these flimsier generic 9 pockets, it looks great. And because it's so rigid, there, it even makes the shape of the page better. Let's see how it looks with a matte photo card. Nice. Will it fit a Monsta X photo card? Ooh, that's tight. And you can see there's space, but because it is so rigid, it is super tight for a Monsta X card. But let's do it. It does though. It does fit though. You've almost like it's like a really soft top loader. That's what happened. That's what it feels like right now. And I even have soft top loaders that feel softer than this. Wow, that's super impressive. I love that. If not for the price, honestly, I would really use this. Like, that's super clear. Like, it almost looks like glass. All right. I'll say time for final evaluations. All right, so I finished the scoring, and the scoring again that I did was based on clarity, hardness, and fit. And fit speaks about how the cards fit in the sleeve and how it fits in like the 9 pocket pages. And the weightage was 35% on clarity, 35% on hardness, and 30% on fit. Just slightly less on fit because the clarity and hardness were a lot more important, but the fit is also important. And this is the top. I was trying to pick out the top 5, but there are a couple of ties here. But as you can see, my KMC Perfect Hard is not number 1 based on my scoring. And what came out as number 1 was Board M. So I'm pretty happy with that because I actually really love these. I'm super happy that competitively, they are really number one. No surprise that number two was this. Actually, I thought this would come out as number one, but really, really great, strong number two, and it's literally super hard. Number three was the GameGenic standard guard game sleeves. Really good too. I love these. And then number four, tied for fourth, is this Liam's box one, the matte back or textured back, clear front, and the cat matte and clear outer sleeves. Not this one, the other one, this one, the standard one. So yeah, these are tied for fourth, and tied for fifth is Ultra Pro, Pro Gloss, and the Henwei card sleeves. These are just a little bit too thin, but it's really, really strong. So in terms of quality, sadly, KMC Perfect Hard, even the Titanshield one, didn't come into like the top 5. There are ties here, so yeah. But another big factor, of course, is price. So when you add that in, so as a factor, I give a score as well, based on is it above or below average. The number one is Board M. So Board M is actually below average when it comes to like the price per piece, which is great. And of course, from quality, it's number one. So that's great. This might be like a new norm for me in my collection. So great discovery at a great value. Number two is the Henwei clear textured sleeves. So we're moving into the final ranking now. Number three is the Overguard. So it's still really good. That's just how strong. These are great, actually. I'm going to use these for more valuable PCs, and they work really well even if you store them in 9 pocket pages. Number four tied still are these two, actually, the Liam's box one and the cat. And number five is the GameGenic. And Ultra Pro goes away because of the cost. The cost really diluted its score, so that's gone. So in the end, we have this top, and which means I'll use this, the Board M1, as like my new KMC Perfect Hard. But this was a great discovery, actually, for valuable cards. Like, I feel like the cards will just be really protected, and they're super nice. Like, they look so much better. But yeah, I really love this exercise. I'm so sorry if this was super thorough for you, but that's just how intense I get sometimes, and it's crazy, but it is what it is. Really glad that I have these discoveries and was able to thoroughly evaluate them through metrics that are not dictated by anyone except for my own preference. But I hope you found that useful. If you do want like information on like sleeves that I use for other size stuff, I do have a video on that that's pretty old. Like, it's one of my first few videos in this channel, but those are still like most of the same sleeves I use, except for the addition of the Popcorn Game 70 by 100 sleeves, really. So for mini tour PCs of BTS and such. So I will link that down below if you want it. Anything else I need to say before we end? Nothing, except I hope you found this useful. It was great for me. Some discoveries on the sleeves, and you know, now I have like a cheaper sleeve that's better quality that I can use now. That's awesome. Okay, cool. Okay, sorry, one last thing. I will not be able to link all of these, like, because I did buy them all from Shopee, and typically they're only available in the Philippines. But you know, I gave like the information on like the names and whatever. You can happily search for them in your own marketplaces that are available for you, whether that be physical store or online. Hopefully you find it if you find something useful here. That's it. And tell me if you like these kinds of videos, because I'm happy to share supplies and how I evaluate supplies even. So there, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you like this long video. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.